Well, hello guys, Pokeplayer. Today I'm back for another video, and today's video is going to be another top 5 of our top 5 series, top 5 of all the tiers. And today we are discussing the RU tier, and I'm really enjoying this series. There are a lot of cool tiers, and the higher tiers are coming up right now. I prefer the lower tiers, but the higher tiers have some really powerful Pokemon in them, and I can cover them really well. And today we are in the RU tier, as I said before. And it is a pretty darn powerful tier. There are some pretty good Pokemon, some underrated Pokemon in the tier in my opinion. Some Pokemon that could definitely fit in UU. And today I've got 5 of them that I think are the best in the tier. I'm not playing RU much lately, so I don't really... I'm not really sure about the tier at the moment, what Pokemon are the best and what Pokemon are not, but I know that these Pokemon are really good at the moment in RU, and they're maybe the top 5 best Pokemon of RU, but you can also let me know what you think are the top 5 best Pokemon in the RU tier. Let me know in the comment section below, and let's just start with the number 5. Number 5. And the number 5 on my list is Aromatisse, and it was a really questionable Pokemon. I know it might not be the number 5 best Pokemon in the RU tier, but it is a really good special in the RU tier. It walls out a lot of Pokemon. There are quite a few iron types, steel type Pokemon in the RU tier, but apart from those steel type Pokemon, Aromatisse is a really solid wall. You could go with either defensive or especially defensive with a 1-on-1 HP stat and a 89 special defense stat and a 72 defense stat. You can go both ways. Especially defensive is probably the best, but a very solid fairy typing is always good because a fairy typing is only weak to poison and steel. Those are not very common typings in the metagame. Steel is quite common, but mostly common on walls, so it doesn't really matter. There are things like Registeel, but those Registeels most likely run Stealth Rocks and Tunnel Wave, and Aromatisse doesn't care about those moves too much. It also has access to things like a good recovery with Wish and Protect. It has Aromatherapy if you want to get rid of the toxic on you. It has a lot of good moves. It has some pretty darn good coverage as well with things like Energy Ball. Let's see what else does it learn. Charge Beam, Psychic, Thunderbolt. It has some pretty cool moves, and it is just a really darn good Pokemon. I really like Aromatisse, and it's just one of the better walls in the RU tier. Number 4. And the number 4 on my list is Hitmonlee, and Hitmonlee is one of the 3 Hitmon brothers. The Hitmonchan just dropped down into NU, and I really like Hitmonchan. It's my favorite of the 3, but Hitmonlee is probably the most dangerous one if you think about sweeping, because Hitmonlee is a really good sweeping poke, especially in RU. It can do a lot of crazy things because it has a lot of coverage moves, and it has a good attack stat. It has a 120 base attack and a 87 speed stat, which is okay, but it doesn't really matter with a burden. You can even go with max HP if you want to go it like that, because a burden will double your speed stat, so it doesn't matter. Even base 50 Pokemon with a burden are able to outspeed a lot of things. So 87 speed stat is really nice. You can run some HP investments, but most people like to run Endure Reverse, so it's really darn good. You also have Fake Out, which you see the most of the time. What was it again? Normal Gem, Fake Out. Really darn good set. Hitmonchan has a lot of coverage in moves like Close Combat, which is a really powerful fighting type move. High Jump Kick if you want to go for the risk, but I'd rather run Close Combat on Hitmonlee, because if you want to go for the sweep, you don't want to miss your High Jump Kick because it's wasted. It has Blaze Kick, Earthquake, Knockoff, Poison Jab, Stone Edge. It has a lot of coverage. It even has Rapid Spin if you want to go that way. It has priority in Bullet Punch and Mach Punch. It is a really good mon, and it's really dangerous. If you don't play carefully with Hitmonlee, you will get swept in the end game. It's a really good end game sweeper. And let's go on to our number 3. Number 3. And the number 3 on my list is Venomoth. And Venomoth used to be BL, but because Quiver Pass got banned, it dropped down all the way to RU. And I haven't used Venomoth a lot. I actually never used Venomoth, which I should. I really like Venomoth. It's probably one of my favorite bug type Pokemon. But it is a really good Quiver Dance Pokemon. And what I've heard from other people, it could be really dangerous in RU. So that's why I put it on the number 3 list. I wasn't sure if I should have put it higher or lower. That's just because I haven't faced it myself. So I'm not sure how dangerous this actually is. But Venomoth has some really useful abilities. It has the ability either Tinted Lash, which means that resistant moves will be neutral, which is really darn good. So if you face a Registeel, a Bug Buzz would do the same amount of damage as it would do to the same Registeel if it didn't have the Steel typing, which is really good. Also, Wonder Skin, a good ability, because it helps you avoid things like Thunder Wave, because status moves will get lower accuracy on you. Not sure how low, but it is another move. And Shield Dust, not the most useful ability, but it's still a decent ability. Venomoth has the Bug Poison typing, which means that you have quite a lot of coverage, but not too much. But Venomoth is still good with that Tinted Lens ability. It has a 90 special attack and a 90 speed set, which is decent, but you will rely on the Quiver Dance, which is one of the best boosting moves in the game. It also has access to the powder moves like Sleep Powder, which is really useful because you can Sleep Powder your opponent, run the Focus Sash, run something else, run Black Sludge, you can get a lot of health back, and then start setting up with Quiver Dance. It has some coverage with moves like Psychic. What else does it learn? It learns Bug Buzz, Energy Ball, Solar Beam, Sludge Bomb. It is pretty darn cool. It actually learns Giga Drain as well. It has some good moves. It has a good typing. It is one of the best Quiver Dancers apart from I forgot his name. The fire bug type Pokemon. Volcarona, that's probably the best Quiver Dancer in the game. But it is a really good one and it's really dangerous in RU. Number 2. And the number 2 on my list is Escavalier, or Escavalier, it's how you want to pronounce it. It's a really darn good mon because it has a great typing. The Bug Steel typing, probably one of the best typings in the game, because you resist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 typings in the meta game, which is really good. And you're only weak to fire 4 times, but it's still a really good typing. Escavalier has some amazing stats. It's one of the best Trick Room users in the RU tier. Well, it can't use Trick Room, but it's one of the best Pokemon to use in a Trick Room team. It has a 70 based HP stat, which is okay, not the best. A 135 attack stat, which is really good. A 105 defense stat, which is decent, really good. A 60 special attack stat, which you don't use, and a 105 special defense stat, which is really good, and a 20 speed stat, which means that you are going to outspeed a lot of things in the Trick Room, which is really good. It has access to a lot of coverage moves. It has access to moves like X-Scissor for a good stab, Iron Head, which is okay in Trick Room. It has Mega Horn, which is really good, risky, but it's a really good move. Knockoff, Drill Run for other steel types and fire types. And what else does it learn? That are the most useful moves to run on Escavalier. And it is a really good mon. It's one of the best mons. It checks a lot of mons in the tier. Stuff like Meloetta. And well, it is a really good mon with its typing. It checks a lot in the tier, which I said before. And it's just really dangerous, and that's why it's on my number 2 spot. Number 1. And the number 1 on my list is Exploud. And what I've known and what everybody knows Exploud for is Boom Burst. And I can talk a lot about Exploud, but Exploud is just Boom Burst. It's just written on its forehead. Everyone knows when you see an Exploud, it's going to Boom Burst. And it is the perfect Pokemon for the move. I really think Boom Burst fits Exploud because it's a sound-based Pokemon. It likes to make a lot of noise, and that's why it learns Boom Burst. It makes so much sense. I really like Exploud. A Mega Exploud would be insane. I would see Game Freak make a Mega Exploud with a sound boosting move, which would be totally insane. It has a 91 special attacks, which is not too great, but Boom Burst is just a stab 140 base move with no downfalls, which is so good. Boom Burst is probably one of the best games in the game, and it's just such a good game. It has a lot of coverage as well, but you don't usually use it. It has access to moves like Surf, which is good for steel types. It has Flamethrower, which is good for steel types. It has Focus Blast, which is good for other types. And it just has a lot of coverage, but most of the times you will just click Boom Burst, because that's what Exploud is known for, and that's why Exploud is one of the best Pokemon in the freaking game. And well, that was just my number one, Exploud Boom Burst. You guys know the drill. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am not really in the RU tier, so if there are any Pokemon that you think deserve a spot in this top 5, let me know in the comment section below, and I will probably agree with you, because as I said before, I'm not totally sure about the tier. I like the tier, there are a lot of cool Pokemon, and I will show my favorite Pokemon in the next video, or maybe in the second next video, at least in one of the videos that is coming soon, because that will be the top 5 favorite RU Pokemon. And well, I see you guys there, leave a like, and then I'll see you guys in my next video. Later.